Good morning, friends. So where I left off, I was talking. I was kind of getting into the realm of the past and moving on from it, right? So as I was saying before, until you actually take the time to deal with those, okay, I'm gonna say it, those demons, right? That that are gained, the hurt, the frustration, all that from the last relationship or from the last situation, you have to do the inner work first. And it's not something that's just going to take a few days. It's not going to. It may take months. It may take years for you to get through that. You may have to seek counseling. You may have to talk to somebody. You may have to go and seek some actual intervention to help you through it. But we have folks that are just slamming into relationship after relationship. They're sleeping around. They're doing all this craziness, and they're not taking the time between situations to heal from the baggage and heal from the wounds before they jump into something else. And before they just keep accruing all these situations, and it just keeps beating on them and beating on them and beating on them. And before they know it, they don't know how to handle it anymore. And before they know it, they get numb, they get angry, they get hurt, and so forth. It's simply because you didn't take the time to stop and realize that you needed to do some healing to get through some stuff before you venture on to the next. This is going to be another video. this is, but body count. that will be another that'll be at another time. But anyway, we won't dive down that rabbit hole yet. But man, because I have some stories. But anyways, but oh Lord help me. But this young lady that I was talking to in my first video, the first segment of this, I started seeing just her situation, and, and we talked about everything, right? We laid a lot of that stuff out there because, like, she really wanted to get to know me too. Like, she really wanted to have a close and honest and, like, I want to know what you've been through so I know what not to do. And then I want to tell you what I've been through so you know what not to do. Right? The reflection. That's how it should be when you meet somebody that you have that kind of an instant connection with, is like you're allowed to open up and you're allowed to share and express and get to know them. Like, it shouldn't be just a superficial, surface level situation to where what hobbies are and what a person likes to do and how tall they are and what their weight is and a lot of that crap, right? That's most of that's all surface level, but finding out what they value and finding out what their joys in life are and find out, the innermost, like, stuff that you don't normally talk about, right? Because you're so used to the superficial and the surface level stuff that, like, you just completely bypass the in depth and the wanting to actually get to know them, right? Because in most cases, most people are just looking to get to the bedroom, and that's their example of forming a connection. Let me bang you, and then we'll kind of see what happens from there. Okay. But this much. But because you'll see that the intimacy, first of all, will only tell you one thing. what they're like in bed. Yeah, sure, it'll open doors and it'll give you some knowledge about the person, but it won't tell you anything about the person that you need to know. It'll only tell you things that you want to know. Because nobody will tell you about their past because they want to keep that a secret. Nobody wants to tell you the traumas they had with some people because they think that it's gonna push you away. It's gonna send you running for the hills and stuff like that. But with this young lady that I talked with, we did all of that. We went down those rabbit holes. We wanted to find out where each other's been so that way we can, if this does become a thing, if we do turn into a relationship, if this has potential to go anywhere, we know how to handle it. And we're not going to use the traumas against each other. We're gonna use them to grow together. We're gonna put our heads together. We're gonna put our hearts together. And we're gonna clasp our hands and we're gonna say, you know what? I know what you've been through, but I'm not going anywhere. And I'm gonna be here every second of every day, showing you that I'm not the last person you dealt with. And it's standing by your word. You tell them something, you stand by it. You give them an oath or you make a promise to them in some way, you stand by it. You don't go back on your word because then it's just manipulation. To get something that benefits you while leaving them in the cold, while gaslighting them. Friends, this young lady and I had a conversation that opened Pandora's box of just what a situation will look like after you've gone through the healing process. You're not scared to talk about the past. You're not scared to talk about your traumas. You're not scared to bring that stuff into the picture so you know where the other person is at so you can help them move forward. Because it's as important to know where the person's been so you can know where you guys can go together. It's as important to know the person and where they've been so you know not what to repeat. It's a question of, do you want to actually get to know the person or just know the person? It's about connecting with their heart, not just their loins. Do you want to connect with their soul? Or do you want to just connect with the eyeballs? We're going to have to go on to another one. Stand by.